Cool. I think everything working. Alright, cool. Oh, let me turn off my air conditioner because that's gonna. Alright, that should be better. Alright, let's start this shit. Alright, well. Get this started real quick and then we'll go to introductions. Oh. This should work. It worked last time I did this. If not, I'll make it work. Word. Okay, cool. So, welcome back everybody to the Happy Leprechaun Show. Show is the happiest leprechaun in the world of playing all the video games and the fun stuff. Prove me wrong. We are here to play Fallout New Vegas. I have heard this is probably the best Fallout game ever made. I don't know. Surprisingly enough, don't come after me at this because I can explain. I have I've only played one Fallout game, and it was not for very long. My roommate at the time, one of my roommates at the time, had Fallout 3 for the 360, I think, and I played it for like a couple hours one day on his system, I think, or something like that. And I did never play it again. I don't know why. I don't know. I tried and it just couldn't get into it for some reason, but I never owned the games. I have never played any other games, but I've always heard this is the best one, which I think is kind of funny because I think it was the only one that was not made by the original team. Not saying any of the other ones are bad, but okay, well, I guess I have all that shit. So, I don't know if he's here yet, but if anybody does see this video, welcome in. First time playing. So, I appreciate, tips and hints, but no spoilers if you can. Just to, so I can experience it, I guess. Probably everybody else has. This game is pretty old. This game is like 2011, I want to say. So it is 15 years old. So it can't legally drink. And it can't even drive yet. But it's close. Next year it'll be able to drive. Anyway, let's get this started. Start a new game. I don't have any data on this game, so yes. Because I've never played this game before. This is I got it. Stay. Do kind of want to stay here.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united, beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working conditions. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat.
Hey, what's up, Review Phil? How you doing, dude?
Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires, training drives.
Welcome to the stream, my dude. Hope you're having a good one.
The New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of
I
its
am
mysterious
sure.
overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
That's good to hear, my dude. I'm glad you're doing well.
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig?
Rip Matthew Perry, man.
You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
All right.
You're awake.
I got like the deluxe edition.
Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple.
Well, he wasn't murdered. Didn't he OD and fucking... I think he OD'd and drowned in his hot tub. They did arrest the person who sold him the drugs, I think, if I remember correctly.
I can't say.
But I don't know if he was like... I mean, I guess it's depends on your view of murder, but I don't think he was like...
Welcome to Good Springs.
Yeah, Chuck Norris, that was a crazy one.
To go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework. You better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Yeah, Chuck Norris, that was a surprise. I did not see that one coming. I always figured that Chuck Norris would be the last living like thing in the universe. And then like when the universe finally ended, Chuck Norris would just like turn off the lights and then like go out a door, kind of like a bar, keep like closing the pub, and that would just be the end of it. It's like not even that he dies; he just transcends reality, which could still very well be true. You know, the other thing I always figured is if Chuck Norris ever died, that was like the first sign of the apocalypse, and then it was just kind of all downhill from there. But I guess we'll see. I did survive my first week at the new job, so that was cool. I don't know if it's going to be indefinitely every Saturday, but I do have to work some Saturdays, which kind of blows, but it is what it is. But Saturdays are half days, so it could be worse. Other than that, it's good. Sucks it's a little far. Well, I knew he had like I knew that he had a. I knew he had like an issue with things. Again, I don't know if you can necessarily say that he was. I mean, I don't know, and there might be more to the story that you know that I don't. I just, like I said, I mean, if you're gonna say that somebody murdered somebody because they sold them drugs, it's just one of those things where it's like then every drug dealer who gets caught and. You know, if they can somehow pin the drugs on the person that sold them and then that person died, that could be murder charges now. I just don't think that's how the law works, unfortunately, when it comes to drugs. Should it work like that? Probably, yeah. I mean, to be very honest, that's exactly how it should work. It should work where if you sell somebody drugs and they fucking die on the drugs, then you get fucking charged on you. And it might be. I don't know. I just never really hear of that happening, to be honest. I mean, they catch drug dealers all the time, and I don't know how many times they get charged with like murder and stuff, but I mean, unless they actually killed somebody, which is very, very possible when it comes to drug dealing itself. But you know, as far as like, you know, if I sold Mary Sue heroin and then she goes home and dies, is that my fault? I mean, she did willingly buy it from me. I didn't like physically make her do it, you know. But at the same time, I did sell her the shit that killed her. So it's hard to say. I don't know. I don't know how that works with. I mean, it might be different in certain states and stuff like that. I don't know. Like I said, it is hard to say. But still a tragedy. You know, don't get me wrong. Regardless of how somebody passes, it's still a tragedy. Should I be Asian? Oh, just go Caucasian, I guess. What the fuck? Oh yeah, Dapper Dan. Look at me, I'm Dapper Dan. I'm so strong and masculine. I'm Dapper Dan. It's Guile from fucking Street Fighter. Hadouken! I mean, not Hadouken, Sonic Boom! Or, no, what was it, Sonic Boom? I don't know. Never understood how he did that. There's probably like, well, so I've seen some of the, oh yeah, that's like old Dapper Dan. I've seen some of the animated Street Fighter movies. And I kind of understand like Ken and Ryu's like backstory and everything and why they are the way they are. I don't really know anything about anybody else in that game too much, and I don't like. And I mean, it just seems like some people have superpowers, kind of like. But I mean, in Mortal Kombat, you can explain it to a point because yeah, people do have powers in that fucking universe. I don't know why, they just do. You know, there's probably, I mean, sorcery, magic, you know, stuff like that. I mean, yeah, some of it, you know, technology, some of it like is like that. You know, they got cyborgs and out the ass and. A lot of cyborgs and like sorcerers and stuff, and they have magic and stuff. So I mean, I guess that's part of it. It's probably a lot of magic in Mortal Kombat, I'm sure. Street Fighter, though, I don't know. I mean, I know it's some of it's like they probably chalk some of it down to like Kai or something or Ki, just like kind of like the Ki's kind of like the stand-in. Like we don't know what the fuck to call this, so we're just gonna call it Ki because you know Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z are not the only things to use ki as kind of like a power in whatever they're using. Nicholas Brent. I don't remember who that is. I probably saw him, but I don't remember who that is, to be honest. Let me see. Oh, he died? When did he die? Oh, wow. I didn't hear about that one at all. He was big on Buffy. He's probably done other stuff too, I'm sure. Yeah, I know him for Buffy though. Oh yeah, he was on Criminal Minds. I kind of forgot about that. He was just so big on Buffy that that's always what I remember from when I think of it. I don't know if I've really seen him in anything else other than Buffy and Criminal Minds. So yeah. I wonder how he died. How did he die? Oh, he just passed away. He was only 54 too. Probably drugs. I mean, not saying that he died from like an overdose or anything, but just his body just kind of defeating him after. His body's kind of defeating him after too many years of doing that shit. Same thing with like steroids and stuff. Like, yeah, I mean, it's no surprise. Yeah, that's always what I will know him from. But I do forget that he was on Criminal Minds. And I used to watch that show a lot. So, but yeah, that's crazy though. I didn't know that one at all. I didn't hear about that at all. Like, I really didn't. I mean, you'd be surprised I'm surprised I didn't see it on social media or something at some point in time. But I saw Chuck Norris. Like, that was I just saw that. Like, I saw that one like the day it had, or because they announced it like the day after it happened or something, but it happened like that night or I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I saw that one, but I didn't see that one though. That sucks. But yeah, that's a pity, man. You know, I have like a well, maybe not unique because it's not like unique to have people die. It's really not. It happens to everybody, one way, shape, or form. And it's like, yeah, it sucks. Don't get me wrong. I don't wish people losing people on anybody. It's a unique experience, regardless of how it happens too. But it's like, I don't know. I mean, he was great as Xander. I mean, obviously, I remember him from that show, and he was good on Criminal Minds. I don't remember if I've ever seen him in anything else. I just looked at his what do you call it? His filmography, and I didn't really see a whole lot that I knew. So I'm not saying that he wasn't a good actor. Just he eluded me as far as other things that he's done. But I mean, look at Chuck Norris, dude. He's been in a lot of fucking movies people have never seen, or like a lot of people, well, most people have never seen anyway. I would say some people have, but he was in a lot of movies. He used to crank them out, man. Long before he did Walker Texas Ranger and shit too, dude. But he spent so much of his life competing in martial arts that's basically what he did for a good portion. I mean, he wasn't even like Chuck Norris didn't start acting until he was like in his like I want to say 30s, if I remember correctly, because I think that he spent his younger years like traveling around and fighting in fight competitions and stuff to make money. I think I read somewhere that the reason why he started acting was because he got so bored with martial arts because nobody could beat him. Like everything that he entered, he won. He was like unbeaten. He was like undefeated as far as like his titles go, and he had gotten like the highest ranking of like 6 different types of martial arts or something by the time he was in his late 20s, if I remember correctly. And like I said, he'd won like so many fucking tournaments that he got kind of bored with it. And if I remember correctly, a friend of his was going to audition for something. I don't remember if it was like a movie or if it was like a commercial or something. And Chuck Norris went with him as like emotional support. And when the people, yeah, that's one of the ones that people know him from. But like I said, he's been in a lot of fucking movies. You'd be really surprised at how many movies he was in. But yeah, he's been a good portion of his life just competing and fighting and stuff, learning different martial arts and stuff. I mean, the dude was accomplished when it came to. That was Enter the Dragon. I think it was. Is that one it was? Yeah, but it's funny because I've seen. Not even actually, probably was not like recently, but within the last like couple of years. I saw an interview that he did where he was talking about, they were asked him about a few things, and one of the things they asked him about was Bruce Lee. And he said that he was like, it was like looking back on it now, it was like a super honor to work with the dude. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's right. But yeah, he, like I said, he competed a lot. Like Chuck Norris was like a veteran when it came to fighting in like a ring. Bruce Lee, for all of his talent and all of his like wisdom and everything, Bruce Lee, I don't think he'd ever really competed as far as when they shot that movie. At least not a lot, if anything, maybe a couple times, but not anything like Chuck Norris. So he said that one of the things that was a little tough with working with Bruce Lee was he had all this talent, but he didn't have the experience of actually fighting like one-on-one with people for the most part. And so he had he said that he had to like help Bruce Lee with the kind of the choreography of it, because he was like, we're fighting, but we're not really fighting. He's like, we have to make it look as real as possible, but at the same time, I don't want to hurt you and you don't want to hurt me, so we got to be careful. And he's like, so it's we got to make it look as real as possible, but it's got to be like, you know, it's fake basically. And he was like, Chuck Norris is like, I could do that because I had been fighting for so long. I knew how to like pull my punches and stuff, and I knew exactly what to do. Bruce Lee had not, at least not nearly as much as Chuck Norris has. So he was like, yeah, he spent a lot of that movie just like coaching Bruce Lee on like how to fight somebody in a movie and like how to make it look good, you know, basically. Now, how much of that is true, I don't know. Because I only heard it from one source, which is Chuck Norris. But I would say Chuck Norris is probably not lying about it, you know. And again, he is very accomplished when it comes to martial arts, so I wouldn't be surprised. So it's like it's always funny when I hear or when it's like I learn that people who are actors who actually came up as like pretty accomplished martial artists up to that point, you know, and
Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore.
you know, Chuck Norris. Another one is Ed O'Neill, the guy who played Al Bundy, Married with Children, and like not Uncle Buck, because that was John Candy, but he played another movie. He was like an uncle who was teaching his nephew how to like play hockey or something. I can't remember the name, unfortunately, but Ed O'Neill, before he ever became an actor, he was he's like a black belt in like jiu-jitsu or something, like Brazilian jiu-jitsu or something like that. And a lot of people don't know that. And like I remember when he did like a little cameo in a movie. I want to say it was like Wayne's World maybe or something, but well, he wasn't in Wayne's World. But there was another movie he was in like just a brief snippet of, and he was wearing a key or a gi. Sorry, he's wearing a gi with like a black belt, and I remember long time later, like I think that he was like in Modern Family or something at this point. It was even after Married with Children and everything. He was in his he was in his peak basically, and so at the time or later on, he was doing an interview with somebody, and they were like, "You've had so many unique roles, like." He's like, you used to just pop up in movies out of nowhere, and everybody would know who you are. But some would know who you are, some you wouldn't. And they were like, I remember one time you popped up in like a karate gi with like a black belt on, and he was like, oh yeah, that was mine. He's like, I didn't even need to. He's like, they didn't even give me a wardrobe because I already owned one. And that's when I learned that the dude had a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he was like really good apparently. Which makes sense because he was like a really tall, lean dude. But yeah, him, Chuck Norris. Obviously, I mean, people who were wrestlers who become actors, you know all them. But there's another one too. I'm trying to think. There's another person who like came up as a martial artist and then eventually became a actor. I just can't think of it at the moment, but shit. Jason, I always forget his last name. Hold on 1 second. Jason Lee. I didn't know about this for the longest time. I had seen him in a lot of movies and stuff, obviously, like a lot of comedies and stuff, especially like, Mallrats and stuff like that. My Name is Earl is like still one of my favorite shows of like all time, and it's really sad that they got canceled. But no, Jason Lee, I didn't know about this. Before he became an actor, he was a fucking professional skateboarder, and he was actually like pretty good. I mean, was he Tony Hawk? No, but nobody's Tony Hawk. But he actually like was in like quite a few competitions and stuff, and like had traveled around like actually skateboarding. I had no fucking clue. I think that's very cool when you like somebody's an actor, but then you realize like they weren't an actor forever and they like did something else. I don't know what I'm doing. What am I doing? Oh, what do I want? My strength. Okay. So I only have points for a certain thing, or for my category start out right. So I need strength will be how you easily tell you how easily a cowboy totes his saddle and those bigger firearms, or how much it's going to help you be your saloon brawl. Yeah, I do need. Carrying stuff is probably going to be the biggest thing. Fuck. Can I go back? Okay, yeah. So perception. A perceptive cowboy always knows when there's a little stick of dynamite nearby or whatever. I'm going to sneak it up on him. So this one includes melee, unarmed, inventory weight, which is... Inventory weight's probably going to be the one that I need it most for. This one is explosive, locks, picks, energy, weapons, accuracy, compass range. Now, the one thing I did hear on this game was you really have to like... one thing I've heard about this game is you really have to solidify what way you want to play. You cannot be a jack of all trades, because then you just suck at everything and are not really all that good at anything. So let me see what. So we got strength, we got perception. We have perception. We have endurance. Charisma. Intelligence. Agility. Luck. Okay, so God damn it. Why is it moving on its own? I'm gonna put God damn it, stop it. Stop it. I do need good. I want good endurance because I feel like endurance is gonna be a good thing to have. I do think in charisma is supposed to be good on this game because you can talk your way to a lot of things. Not 100%, but I want to say it's a good way to do it. I want to say intelligence is supposed to be good too, if I remember correctly. When a fella's in a gunfight. Oh, sorry, I was reading that way wrong. When a fella's in a gunfight and shoots the other guy 6 times before they can get a single shot off, it's because the fella's agile. So it allows you to fucking probably shoot. See, guns, sneak, speed, reaction point, regeneration. I don't know what that means. Endurance. Will you stop it? Oh, I can see all my things now. Okay. So I'm gonna look something real quick. I'm probably just gonna. No, not yet. Hope everybody's having a good night and a good Saturday. Thank you guys for being here and hanging out with your boys. I play Fallout New Vegas for the first time. I apologize. I've never played this game before, so I'm just looking up something real quick. So strength 5. Perception. So maybe 6 in perception. Endurance should be high. Unless you're doing. Wait, didn't they say? Oh. Agility 5 to 7. Endurance. Let's see. I went to 9 on intelligence already, but let's see. Agility is what to 7. Luck. Alright, well.
Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets.
The speed in the thing is a little weird. Controls.
Can leave you nuttered in a big.
That's a little better, I guess.
What do you say you take a seat?
It's almost too slow now, though. Hold on.
See if your dogs are still barking.
That's a little better, I guess.
It's important that you're relaxed for this next test. Please have a seat.
I'm nudie. Well, not nudie, but...
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog. House. Night. Bandit. Light.
There's more? Wait, can I go back? Whatever. So light.
Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me. First one.
Conflict isn't
Conflict
just
isn't in my nature.
just isn't in my nature.
be given to relying on others for support. I'm always fixing to be the center of attention. I'm slow to embrace new ideas. I charge in to deal with my problems head on. Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
So, a broken chain, chemical reaction, a shadow, and a door frame. An oozing sound. Ew. 2 angry ants.
Okay. How about this one?
I see a puzzle with art. Some piece of space age technology. I should see. I'm too embarrassed to see what it looks like. Oh yeah, it does kind of look like that, doesn't it? Huh. Wonder if they did it on purpose.
Last one.
This looks like 2 people having a fight or like playing patty cake. A mushroom cloud. Oh, I guess I kind of see that a little bit. A bearded man. I mean, I guess if you squint a little bit, you can see the bearded man. A light in the darkness. To me, it looks like 2 ninjas fighting, but that's not on this thing, so. Let's go with a head on a pillow. That one I don't see. I don't know. A mushroom cloud and bearded man. Let's go with light and dark.
Well, I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if...
Barter skill affects the prices you get from buying and selling items in general. The higher the barter skill, the lower the prices. Energy weapons, explosive guns. Lockpick medicine, melee weapon. Repair science, sneak, speech. Undo guns. And I'm gonna grab us something to drink. I'll be right back. Oh. Alright, so then the last one I need.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Flamethrower that burns twice as burns. All weapons have +3 critical damage, so if equipment conditions decay 15% faster. You have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutant that lives there. You gain +1s to special attributes on the outside, but suffer -1 on the indoors. How early rises? Enjoy +2 of each your special attributes from 6 a.m. to 12 p.m. but suffer -1 from 6 a.m. to 6 a.m. Fast shot. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20%. You fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. That sucks. While wearing any type of glasses, you have +1 point. Without glasses, you have -1 per. Oh. If you're good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence, you gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair science, but you have -5 to weapons. Oh. Your melee and attack moves do damage, which is less critical hit damage. Gain +25 pounds to carrier capacity, but suffer a -1 to all attributes anytime you weight your carrying drop speed low 160. So you have to have a lot of shit on you, I guess. Which might not actually be a bad thing, but when your health drops below 50%, you gain plus damage, but you also suffer -2 your agility and perception. You have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you a -2 damage threshold. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. What the fuck? You'll never again become addicted to chems, and you'll last twice as long, but after 30 you can kiss experience perks and skill goodbye. I don't know. Oh, okay, I get it. Makes sense now that I read it again. You skilled, but not you're skilled, not experienced. You gain +5 to every skill, but you suffer -10 from experience gained from now on. Due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. That would suck. Somebody can shoot me in my fucking legs and I just go down. Ah! Be like fucking Achilles and shit. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. That actually might not be too bad. Because depending on what kind of gun you use, that might not be an issue. If I remember correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong or anybody who's watching this, this is the only Fallout game where you don't start in a vault, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong, but I think so. Wild Waste unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic mirror not for the faint of heart or the series of tempers. What the fuck is that? Wild Wasteland. I feel like I need to use that one because I don't know why, but I feel like it's just calling me on what I need to do with it. Outside of that, I don't really know what to pick. This one might not be bad either because if I'm going to be carrying a lot of shit, then I need to be carrying a lot of shit. I think I'm gonna pick that one. I could be wrong, but I want to say that's one I'm gonna pick.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
I'm stealing everything. I have to. I need to be able to keep up my... Taking all your shit. I don't know why I took all that stuff, but whatever.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for life.
I hope everybody's having a good Saturday.
Never was.
I appreciate everybody being here. I survived my first week of my new job. It's pretty cool. My coworkers seem pretty chill for the most part, so I mean, even my manager seemed pretty chill, which is nice.
Don't mention it. You should talk to Sonny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And then, anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come. But try not to get.
Okay, so it says Fallout. So it says New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. In this game, or in this mode, Simpacts heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Rad away removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight. I'm gonna say no for this one. If I beat this game, you may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu, but if you activate hardcore mode and maintain it through the end of the main storyline, you will receive a special reward. We'll save that for maybe playthrough 2 if we like this game and we do and everything goes well. So, okay, so this is me. Okay, there we go. So I got my suit, my vault suit, but I also have like all the stuff that I got from my DLC. Because I bought like the main version or the deluxe version of this game, so it came with everything. So let's see, Armored Vault 13 jumpsuit. This doesn't really do a whole lot for me. It gives me a little bit more vitality. And, this is lightweight leather armor. Effects -2 agility. Lightweight metal armor, but it probably does have like a lot of it gives me a lot of vitality. You have pretty good agility though. I might be able to do that. I might be able to weather this out because this does have the best vitality. Melee weapon 2 plus speech 2, but its vitality is ass. I'm still pretty fast. Maybe it'll change when I go outside, but we'll see. Alright, so... I got a broad machete. I got a mercenary's grenade rifle. I got a sturdy shotgun. I got 10 throwing spears. I got a weathered pistol. I got a 9mm pistol. Strength 2. You've gotten a fragment. You've got a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a code transmitted to with some sort of sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to a midnight science fiction theater at the Mojave Desert Drive-In. Please catch early to catch trailers. Old World Blues has been loaded. Your level cap has risen by 5. The Pip-Boy received a special coordinates leading you to a canyon. I'm assuming these are my DLC. West Permanent Carrier 6 Signal DLCs. Lonely Road has been loaded. Your cap level has been raised by 5. A Pip-Boy signal has been picked up on a radio program from the Happy Trails camping community. They're looking for a member to explosive means. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealings in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types, and modifications. Head to your nearest participant to pursue merchandise. Gunrunner's Gunrunner's arsenal has been loaded. What's that? Oh shit! I didn't mean to shoot. Ammunition used by all guns missing to. There we go. Okay, so I got my weapons, apparel, and alright, so track down the source of the ceremony during this season, which was the reunion, midnight feature, talk to Sally Smiles, inquest about your delivery assignment with the administration of Mojave Desert Prime Ops, so talk to Victor and Grace. Okay. Do I have a map on here? Oh, I have like a little thing at the bottom, I think. Okay, cool.
That Doc Mitchell sure knows his stuff, doesn't he? You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. Way I heard it, I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for. The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khan wanted to stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR. Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip. I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robot. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever... I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right? They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The great cons deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by great cons.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you? The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice?
Mr. Pete.
If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say. Well,
Easy Pete.
until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
Smoking that wasteland weed.
Nah. Meanwhile, folks in old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging. The way I see it, salvage means it's
Mr. Pete. Easy
near
Pete.
worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it. Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out. Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Good Springs and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away. They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them. The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory. Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. You just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered. The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be. Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to. Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon. Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Am I supposed to shoot at something?
Everything all right? Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can...
What am I supposed to do? Shoot 3 sarsaparilla bottles outside the prospector's saloon. What is it? Where are they at? Where are the bottles? Oh, I see them. Okay.
That's the right idea. Look down the side. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help you. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it.
Whoa, she went hella fast. Goddamn flash and shit. Oh, she tweaking.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Oh wait, how do I crouch? There we go.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Enter VATS, push, RB. Oh shit. Oh shit. There was another one around here somewhere. I don't know where the fuck it went. Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come. Come. Damn it.
Where'd you go? What is that? Oh, my ear. No worries, I appreciate it. Review.
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you've done. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got.
Oh, there you are.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me.
Ah, bugs. Got bugs. That it? No. The fuck? Oh.
Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
What do you say to me, boy? I'll beat your ass.
Way too many strangers.
I'll beat you down. I'm the master of the wastelands. I have the power. Look at me, I have a gun. I have the power. I will take over everything. I'm gonna be a warlord. Everybody shall bow to my whims. And for those who don't, they shall be struck down. So strike them down. Uh-oh. What happened? The game crash. Fuck, I think it crashed. I hope it like auto saved or something. I apologize, the game crashed. I don't know what happened.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Oh, I gotta do fucking all this again? You serious? The fuck? Why am I not hitting them?
That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
I gotta grab my phone charger. I'll be right back.
Follow me.
I was like, where the fuck did she go?
Hear that up on the ridge behind me? Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
shit.
See?
God damn it, I keep wasting ammo. Oh, what the fuck? What is that?
Oh, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised. Staying out here with me. One more thing I thought I might teach you about living off the land. And making you...
Oh. Person like die or something that I was supposed to be helping out? I don't know. Oh. What should our character's name be? Smokey McPots. We got Smokey McPots. Oh, that's why. I'm not gonna back up there. Bro, where I'm going. Oh shit. Close. That's both shots.
got? Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. Alright now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try. Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredient. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Alright, oh, what the fuck? I don't know why it just keeps randomly crashing. Fuck, this is annoying me. I don't have very many games just randomly crash like this, but for some reason this one just fucking seems to not. Come on, bro. I don't know where I'm gonna start it either. Where am I at? How long have I been playing this? 2 hours.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Try crouching down and nice shot. Well, that's a start. So
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospectors. Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this traitor, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually... He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill. You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and... Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder. Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rip. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what... If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Good Springs. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there. Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't have... He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there. Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident. And it hasn't been working since. They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back. That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know. I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fellow wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up. Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself. It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no. Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before. Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store... Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies. There's always something interesting going on, but the biggest... The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, they do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. I'm sure I've got... pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electric. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they... Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
If you're looking for supplies, Chet over at the general store can help you out.
Hi there. Sticking around Good Springs for a while longer? Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster, straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when... Not in Good Springs, no. But if you're up for a little scat, most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and... Oh. Southeast of here is Prim. Can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. If you follow the road north, you'll... I wouldn't head that direction if I were you. The new... They can... Well, the wildlife for one thing. Rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Sea... I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe... Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but the geckos aren't too tough. Stick to the roads when you...
Oops.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friend. Yeah, he doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I can handle... I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the two of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were... Start with Sunny Smiles. She's... That's mine!
Oh shit, I didn't mean to do that at all.
That's close enough.
Right back.
continue on Good Springs for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know he's tight. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town, I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for that.
Hey, so you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Fuck, I'm just under speech.
All the more reason for me to sit this one out. I'll be rooting for you, though.
Fuck.
Be careful out there.
Howdy.
You looking to buy some supplies? Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about. Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else? If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. Town shouldn't get itself mixed. Don't mistake that.
Howdy. Too dangerous. Wanna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Yup. Bad trouble.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. I don't see... Sure. Well, I already told you I can't... I don't see nothing wrong. Well...
Let's see. Well, I think we'll call it here for tonight. I'm getting a little tired. It was a long day, so and it sucks the game kept crashing, but hopefully that'll be better in the future. But yeah, I appreciate everybody coming to hang out. We'll definitely pick this game up tomorrow for sure. It's just already almost midnight, and I'm getting kind of tired. But I hope everybody's having a good Saturday. Thank you guys for coming and hang out with your boy. Apologies, I got started a little late today, so next time or tomorrow we'll definitely get started a little earlier so we have more time. Oh shit, whatever. But yeah, I hope everybody has a good night. Thank you guys for coming and hang out with your boy, and we will continue our playthrough tomorrow.